Hello everyone, welcome back to Satisfactory, and we start this here episode with the train. So let's quickly take that through the valley and I'll show you what I have been doing off camera. So there's still a bit of work to do on the line itself. There's a few like supports that I want to put in along it just to make it look like as if it's not just floating there, but we'll worry about that in a second. Second thing as well is that, see that mound there? We might end up having to take this platform back away from it, or I might just include it in, but we'll see. I don't want to be sticking up no through the foundation. It'll be in the way of stations and that, but not a big issue. So as you see, this here just intertwines in around it itself, comes up and then on around the corner. There was no better way of doing it. This is the best I can come up with. But I am very happy with it. There is some parts in it where it's like really close to like the walls and stuff like that there, but I gotta admit some of it is very just fluke. Like this here for example, I did want to hug tight to this, but not as tight as you'll see here. Look at that. And then up here, a complete fluke where it goes between these two rocks. Because I was actually building it the other way. I was building it from, see up here, straight ahead. And I just ended it there and said, oh, I'll point this way. And I was actually looking to go to the left of that rock. And then it comes in through here. Nice and tight. And it goes on around the corner. Need to cut all these trees down. But I'll doing that at the same time that I'm doing support. A few slugs a bit. There's your immersive sphere in there as well. It was too many of them, what do you call it? What's the name of that? That's better. Something else. But yeah, the electric line runs the way. At the minute this here is working, this is actually producing iron ore at the minute. Right, let's take it in here and stop. Oh, gonna hit. Oh. Right, so that's it. And at the minute, these are flowing into here. Or should be anyway. Are they full already? How's that full already? Holy smokes. Oh, these can only take that amount. Ah, right, okay. So these carriages can only take that amount, whereas these hold that amount. Okay. But I've left this here line so it can now go that way if it needs to be, because that might actually be an alternative way to get the bauxite. I know what we were planning on doing is taking the train along here, up here, out through here, where it comes out through here, curls around to the left, along here, and around here, and it comes up. There's a hill here somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? There's a bit of a hill here somewhere. There. Comes around here, comes up this bit of a hill, comes straight, and then connects in here with the bauxite. However, I'm thinking maybe it would be a lot better if we take the train straight instead, because there's the train there, but we could easily take it up this hill here, cross this pond, curl around to the right, it comes up this hill here, and in the same place. And that seems like less of an ordeal. The only issue is it'll be a shared train line, and at the minute I haven't really accommodated for that. It is very possible to do it, to have two trains on the one line, but it means that you have to tell the train to go into like one station and come out of it. So like what I mean by that is like if you have a train coming this way here and this is in here, you would probably have another station, maybe say somewhere like around here, where this train will actually come down here. So this will be a red light. That train will come down here, come into this bay here, and go on around it. And then this one here will be, you know, given the go ahead, so only like one occupied at a time. The only issue is, this is a shuttle that goes over and back. So until that train makes its way all the way back to where it needs to go, this one here can't do it, so it's a bit of a waste. That's why I don't want to share lines. And I'd rather keep everything sort of separate. So let's take the train back. But we could do multiple lines, not that hard. It's just a bit of a nuisance, that's all. See, the other thing as well is we could actually have 2 lanes going along here easily enough. It's not that hard to do. It is just a nuisance, especially when you go through, like, you have to pick which side you want to go. Otherwise it becomes a bit of a nuisance. Like we could put the track to the right hand side of those that cable there if we wanted to, but I'd rather not, because then going through here, what do? You have to go around that rock. There's just so much slip out there. It's good to know. Right, I'll take this on back anyway. Apologise, by the way, for my gnarly sort of voice. I am completely dosed. I have been having sinus issues for the best part of a year and still need to get looked at by a doctor. And today of all days is really, really bad. So I apologise for the gnarliness. It's horrible sounding and I don't feel great at all. So I'm brain trimming my mouth most of the time here and I just sound so gunked up. I never even noticed that yellow slug there before. How did I notice that? I keep having to turn off my mic so you don't have to hear me hear myself. Right, so what I was thinking here is, let's just stop the train here for a second. Just stop here. Right, so we have this track running on here, so it's just a straight track. But what I'm thinking is, I think we'll use this observation platform I was building earlier on. Let me see, let's just take the train up to what I'm saying. Let's just park it here for a second. Right, let's go up here. So I built this here. This is just for a bit of height. I only built it just so that I can see where everything's going. So it's going up it. And it's pretty good. You know, like it does get where you want. So I'm going to explain what's happening up here because I feel like it's a lot better. The unfortunate thing is the map doesn't show builds. It doesn't show like lines for builds or anything like that, so I can't even explain it on that. So we're going to climb all the way up here and look down and see where everything is going. I don't remember this being this tall. But doing this here is kind of OP because the thing is you can just parachute to wherever you want on the map and you'll get there. It's just coming back's a bit of the difference. Right. Here we are. So we have this massive platform here. This is all going to get filled in. And then what we're going to have is we're going to have the different train stations coming along here. Now the thing is we don't actually need 9 train stations because I forgot that things like Moore and the Samore are right beside this here, so we can cut that down. So we only need a train station for the furthest places. The rest can be either piped or like conveyed over. So let me see, let's jump over to a tool I found online that allows you to drag your save in and show what you've built so far. So let's go over that really quickly. So this is the map here, and as you can see it shows pretty well where everything is on the system. So it's actually kind of cool to see where all the like sort of like lines and all intertwine with each other. But anyway, so the thing we have here at the minute is we've got iron is over here, right? Everything else is to the right over here, or it'll have to come round to the right side of the map and come in. Now the thing is, the likes of your oil, which is over here, your coal that's over here, and your sulfur, which is over here, they're going to have to come along this line here. And I do want to be able to share line, or if we can't share line, split the line into 3. What I mean by that is we'll have no 3 separate routes going parallel and split to wherever they need to go. Need to be mindful of the sulfur because we might not actually have room for the train station there, but we'll figure something out as we go along. Coal's not going to be an issue, that's handy enough. And then the crude oil as well. We might actually just have a separate rail that just comes around here anyway. I do want to hug more closer to the ground anyway of where we want to go, just because I'd rather have it on the ground rather than like have a raised platform around here. I'm going to use that as a one-off. This here's going to be a one-off, whereas everything else I want to keep that close to the ground, just because it looks a lot better and all out there. Whenever I know it's going to look bumpy and it's going to go up and down hills and all out there, but we'll only do a bridge wherever necessary, like cross waters and stuff like that, or if there's like a bit of a hill to go over the hill or whatever, and just use ramps wherever we can. So yeah, that's that. So let me see now. So we have one train here for the iron. We'll have one for sulfur, one for coal, one for crude oil, that's 4. One for quartz, that's 5. One for limestone, that's 6. One for nitrogen gas, that's 7. One for bauxite, which is 8. One for copper, which is 9. And the other 2 down here, we don't really care about that because they're going to be piped over anyway. Water, we're not going to bother with that just yet. We might actually pipe it with the oil, so we'll have like crude oil will come on one train, and then the 4th carriage will be one for water, because there is certain things like your bauxite and that there which need water, and that's one of the best places for it there at the minute. So yeah, or we just I don't know, we'll do something else, but maybe we'll consider water as the source as well. No, it'd probably do no harm to have water coming into down here as well. It's just handy to have, so maybe we'll consider that as well. But I need to write these down on paper and then build the stations for them. That brings me back to the game again, so let's switch back over to the game. So what I have been thinking is, maybe if we keep all the ores on this side and all the liquids on this here side, I think that would be a lot better, because the likes of your water here, we could actually just pipe that straight into one of the stations anyway. But then again, I'd rather keep everything sort of close together. So stations don't actually take that much space. We could easily get a load of them coming along here, but I want to reserve like one section here for processing the ores and processing the liquids, and another one for actually starting to make the components. But as we've seen before with oil has quite a large system in place for it, so that's why I'd rather keep it over on this here side. And then we'll do things like nuclear as well, and I think we'll probably keep the nuclear somewhere where there's a lot of water beside it. And I think down beside the coal, we could actually put it down where the coal is. Although it would be actually kind of cool to have like a separate system over here just for we call it nuclear, but there is no lakes over here as far as I remember. We're looking over here. There is no lakes over here, so that's kind of off the menu. Oops. The only other coal space is water is just there, where we are already taking some. It looks already dry there. Or we could take it over here. So we could have a nuclear facility over there, and obviously this nuclear facility would be walled off. No, like it's going to be obviously nuclear and all that there. But oh, that's the other thing. I forgot about that nuclear. We forgot about that ore, which is inside in here, isn't it? Yeah, in here, somewhere under here. So we need to be mindful of that. So we need a separate train for that, but I think we'll worry about that in the future. We just haven't unlocked that yet. Nuclear facility will have its own stuff. Some items will actually be piped over, raw items, and then it'll all be processed and built over here. So like, it'll take iron ingots, steel ingots, it'll be taken over here, and then it'll have its own assembly for making the nuclear stuff in this big facility over here. So I'll need to plan that. So that's that. What else have we got on the menu as well? Yeah, it's just a big tidy up thing at the minute. I'm gonna fill in this platform here, and what else have we got to do? Gonna... I think we'll set up the first station for iron ore so that it can get piped up to here. This whole system here is going to be made redundant, as in these three platforms or tiered systems for making the space elevator, because it's outdated. Because we're not going to be taking the raw items anymore, they're going to actually have their own system. So we'll leave them where they are, leave them as built, but we'll build new ones along here. Just because, well, it's one of the first things we've built, so I don't want to replace it. Just leave it as it is. But everything else will be along here. And we've got plenty of room to expand over here as well if need be. So yeah, we'll just do a load of building. Short episode, I know that, but we're going to have to leave it there because the next stage I'm going to do is just a lot of off-camera work for building all this here together. Not going to show the train line getting built to all the other places. I don't think so, because it's a lot of work. Just, I don't know what to do really. I don't know whether I show that or not. It's just me building train lines between here and all the other ores and all that there, which I assume some people would like to see. But that's actually kind of cool. I never noticed the waterfalls there. I knew they were here, but I didn't notice they were over there. So you can't actually go over that far. The end of the map is like quite literally like somewhere around here, which is, if I was to put my cursor on it, right about just sort of there. There's an invisible line that goes around it, and you start to dive, you go across it. Do you know what? I will show a couple of the lines on camera, such as going to get the quartz and all that there. But what I'll do is I'm going to start building all the stations here for ores only. I'm going to build all the stations along here. And then I'm going to have... oh, we'll use underneath this whole foundation, we'll have conveyors mounted to the ceiling. So what will happen is stuff will come out of the different train stations, go underneath, and then come back up again. Because I want to keep everything underground as much as possible. So that trains aren't like clashing with it and not having pipework and stuff going above the trains. I'd rather keep it underground. So that's what we'll do. We'll unlock a few of them in the shop for that. In fact, let's do that now. Long way down. Here we go. Let's unlock. So let's see. We've already bought these here. Let's buy this. What else we got? Buy a load of these here. Hypertube floor and stuff like that. We will probably build a hypertube, but not just yet. Organization. We don't need lights just yet. Don't need customizers, don't need foundations, that's all bought. Walls, architecture, construction fences, that's cool. What else? Oh, we need pillars as well for the to support the train system up as well. So let me see. Let's add those two in as well. And of course this one here. Structural beam pack. Metal barriers. Let's add those in. How much does that cost so far? 15. How much have we got left? 32. So let's add it up to 32. Let's add these all in. What does that take us now? Ooh. Let's see. We'll get rid of these slope roofs. We don't need these. What is there that we don't actually need? Clean pipeline. Clean pipeline. We get rid of those. Have we got the ones to go through the floor for management? Oh, we do, yes. Yeah, and then the ceiling mounts, yes, that's okay. Let's buy all. Oh, didn't even take the coupons with me. Let's take those. Oh, I found a hard drive, by the way. I'll explain that in a second. There we go. So I found the hard drive. There's there. I found that over here. That's where I see we crash out. That's green, and I wonder if we can see it from here. Yeah, just where that there starts to go up the hill, that train line. There was a crash site up there, and I just took 15 plastic. But the thing was, around the crash site where like you have debris and all that there and different parts, it just happened to have 15 plastic, so I just used one of them to get it. But we're going to be using that for the recipe here. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, for this one here, turbo fuel. So we'll unlock that, and compacted coal as well. That'd be nice to get. So I need to find another hard drive. Not sure what these two here are, but we'll worry about that soon enough. So we have all that stuff unlocked now. I'm gonna finish off this platform, as I said. I'm gonna build the train stations, and I think I might just use liquid processing over here. No, oil can be on the other side of the line because it's gonna be quite a big setup, I imagine. And I don't want to, like big tanks and all coming over here and then having parts coming up under our stuff and all that. I'd rather keep, like sort of liquids separate from each other. Just because I think it's a lot better. But yeah, I tell you what, in the next episode we'll build the train line going to get the quartz, and I think that will follow where we were describing before, where it'll actually come up this way here around. And then come into the back here. I would like to put different lines coming into here. I don't want to have a shared line system. See, we've got one line here. I'd rather keep trains separate. I don't want them sharing a line. Just, I think that'll be a recipe for disaster. So we'll have multiple lines coming along here. Because we don't actually need that many trains as what we thought. Yes, we'll need no train for this and that, but things like uranium, the train can have its own line over there for on the platform, and then yeah, we'll worry about that afterwards. But I'll put all the lines down first and then route them to where they're best going. I think that will be a lot better. So that's it for this here episode. Thanks again for watching. If any comments or any suggestions, do drop down below, or visit Discord channel is linked in the description. Follow the Discord channel for the schedule as well as the information board there. You'll be able to see what games we're playing as well as when those games are coming out onto YouTube. If you're enjoying the content, do consider subscribing and drop a like if you enjoy what you see. As you know, it helps show what people are interested in the most, and I'll try to focus on those areas a bit more in the future. But on that, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I would like to give a massive shout out to the channel donators. You help make these videos possible.